welcome back to the channel. Once again, you join us over on the west coast for a couple of days of playing in the bush. A few new tracks we're going to go and explore today, some that are new to me, others are guiding. So yeah, should be an absolutely mint weekend, provided the weather holds out. But without further ado, we'll get into it. Well, in typical fashion for one of our coast trips, we've lasted less than 5 minutes and something's gone wrong. What have you done, James?
Step the accelerator pedal.
Giving it too much beans. Bugger. Oh well. We'll see if we can zip tie it back on and keep going.
Yeah. Well, because it was idling. Yeah. How many more extents have you got for this quarter drive? That would be lovely.
Whoa. Mate, that's a thing of beauty, Ben.
I don't know about that.
Alright, looks like we're back on the move. Old spanner used as an accelerator pedal, so hopefully that works, but I guess we'll see.
Okay, I heard from him, but you don't get 5 years. But enjoy the bit.
Righto guys, we've reached the end of the river section and we're now tackling the first track. So Rick's up first and Dion in the side by side doesn't have much of an alternator, so isn't able to power a winch particularly well. So Rick with his powerful god winch, I think, is just going to drag Dion up behind him.
I think you might want to repurchase.
Would you look at that, Brian? You were correct all along. Side note, we told Rick this was a bad idea to put the winch this far to the right, but oh well, not my truck. we winch ourselves up here. Dad and Ben have elected just to keep going up the creek just to see where it goes. I think they've both done this track before, so they're happy to just go for an explore and see if there's any new tracks up there for us to do later. But in the meantime, the rest of the crew are going to keep heading up this mess. Well, that's awkward. That is the winch brake, I believe. It looks like you've snapped your winch housing. You've got oil everywhere. Yeah, you've ripped your winch out of your bull bar. Well, it's always interesting on the coast, and things have got particularly interesting this trip. Andy's winch has just snapped in half. PTO has split the casing and sprayed all the oil everywhere, and he now has absolutely no drive at all from the winch. This happened because he was winching himself up the hill. James was hooked on the back of him. His engine had lost oil pressure, so he turned his engine off, and then Andy was dead winching two vehicles essentially. And the poor wee winch just couldn't quite hack it. So that's why we have the two vehicles parked up the top, running winch lines down to Andy, and James is hiding in there somewhere. But yeah, fun times on the coast. Just goes from bad to worse, eh? Oh well. Fun and games.
Do you want the tools while they're out?
I've got everything to go on there.
I only see one.
Yeah, no. Well, we have one for Dion. He's giving it back to you.
Right, well after a spot of lunch and a bit of discussion, we've decided we're going to press on. Some of us have done this track before and we know there's a couple of rough spots, but we should be able to drag the Pajero through even without a winch. What we have done is taken the rope off Andy's winch because it's a brand new rope, and we're just throwing that onto Emily's winch at the moment. She snapped her winch rope twice coming up that hill. A bit of an old rope, so we figured, seeing as Andy's winch isn't working, may as well make use of the brand new rope. So that's the current situation. We'll press onwards, and I'm sure there'll be more entertainment for you guys to see. You just had to take your moment in the spotlight, didn't you, Em?
I've got to be the bulldozer somehow. Just without a tyre, it's a bit harder.
Guys are almost out there. Six. So greedy.
Didn't think Suzuki drivers could count that high. Hey, no attacking the cameraman.
Sorry! It's hard left hand down, truly.
climbing up trees. Winching washes out of the work or they don't work.
You to tow me through because it looks like I've lost four-wheel drive. I'm only in rear-wheel drive.
This is a cool wee bit of estate like this. When I've done swimming.
That might be more back up.
Something there, isn't there?
Yep. I'd say there's diagonal tree route.
Yes,
based on the feel.
I think.
Hello there. Well, while Andy and I sit here in our little private paddling pools, it sounds like Emily's done a shear pin in the PTO, so we'll do more maintenance. Right, we've currently got Rick's winch run down here past Andy's truck, out to a pulley block, and then back to Emily's SAF. So the aim is to take the load off Emily's PTO so that we can get her winch line disconnected and hopefully replace the shear pin. So we'll see how it goes. Well, Andy's Pajero was in the way of that plan, so we're pulling it backwards. Because it wouldn't be like us to have a plan go correct first time, so we'll move on to version 2, 3, 4 and 5 and eventually something will work. The Suzuki died in the water hole, got water in somewhere. The good news is we've got it up and running again. The bad news is it's the Jeep's turn to break down. The ball joint has come off the bottom of the pitman arm and he's got no steering, sideways in the middle of the track. So, more repairs. Seems to be a theme here, and I don't like it.
May go back on, but I don't think I'm the man for it.
Well, you probably won't put it on by hand. 120 probably need like a jack or something.
A couple of tracks. There you go. So that's up. It's out. Next one. This will go fetch him.
Yeah, not far away.
Alright, so in order to replace the busted jointed Rick's steering, we took Emily's spare tie rod, which was different thread on the ends, took Rick's tie rod off, put Emily's tie rod on, used the end from Rick's tie rod to put onto his drag link to fix his truck. So, musical parts at the moment, but we made it work. Exploring.
I think we're on the wheel. I think we might have it back now. I think the strap's on the wheel. On the control arm, it will go in.
Hey, hang on, Rick, hang on. Quick update time. We're through the big bog. It has started raining, so apologies for the water on the camera lens. James's transmission is full of water, so we're doing a quick fluid change on that. And Emily has done her third tyre off the bead for the day. So that is the current situation. It's probably going to get dark soon as well, so it's just turning into an epic. But hopefully you guys are enjoying it. If you are, leave a like, leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe to stay up to date with many future trips of similar stupidity. But yeah, no choice but to carry on.
It's just there's like a stick. Square up and down on it too. I can actually feel the bottom of the tire.
Say when.
Yep.
Okay, stand back. It worked!
Okay. Don't worry about that, it'll go out.
Right!
Yep, they're up front.
How's the no power steering life treating you?
2 hands solid full on grip trying to keep it straight. Doing it nicely though. That's a good pace for that.
If you thought we were out of trouble, You are incorrect. Jeremy is stuck, I believe, up there. James's buggy has lost drive. The Can-Am is intermittently in two-wheel drive. And Andy is permanently hooked to Rick because we don't have a winch and it's easier just to tow us through everything just in case we get stuck. Gotta love the coast. Oh, and my camera's about to die, so apologies. So from all accounts, the rest of the track is a gravel logging road. Okay. So, fingers crossed. Oh, you know, I'm not even going to say it. We've stopped, not because we're stuck or broken, but because we're trying to decide the best way to get back to camp. Because we know the shortest distance is probably not the easiest trail, so we're just working out a nice easy way that should just be gravel roads and will hopefully lead to a very boring end to this video, which I'm hoping for. So we're either I'm going to be happy or the viewers are going to be happy, so we'll see which is which. There is still one twist left in the tail. James has lost his fan belt, which means no water pump, which means he's overheating, so he'll be towed out by Rick. Well, it's a good thing we've got the light bar on because we've just lost the headlights, the dash lights, and essentially everything except the voltage gauge and the light bar. So, what a day. We overheating?
No, 3/4.
Been collecting some firewood, James?
Yeah. Sure have.
Well, I have to say, mate, for the size of the log and where you jammed it, that could have hit a lot more things.
Oh yeah.
On the inside, not on the outside. Thank you very much.
Another trophy.
Yeah.
And just like that, it is the next day, and that brings us to the end of the video. So, that was a very slow trip back out. Jeremy's truck was backfiring and death wobbling its way down the road at about 20 k's an hour. And yeah, James has gone and picked himself up a bit of firewood, which meant that Dad had to jump in the truck and come rescue him with the trailer. But yeah, it was never going to end smoothly, was it? Despite what I was hoping for. But anyway, that brings us to the end of a rather epic trip. Few too many breakages to make it perfectly enjoyable, but still had a good time nevertheless. From all accounts, Ben and Dad had a very nice day in the Hilux and the Jeep, just staying relatively clean and not breaking anything, so they definitely got the better end of the deal. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave it a like, leave me a comment letting me know what you thought, and stay subscribed to stay up to date with future videos. But yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
My undies are a bit damaged.
Yeah, well, we're going back, aren't we? It's good having it down further down the hill.
We really would have been going downhill.
Oh, well, thanks for the outtake, James.